Hello everyone. Welcome to this video on how to work with Bold Report Server user interface, which is common for both cloud reporting and enterprise reporting. In this video, I am going to show you the overview of the Bold Report Server user interface and its different modules. Once you have installed the Bold Reports Enterprise Reporting, or register the cloud reporting, you will get the following UI. The home page of the site is split into two sections. The left section is the navigation bar, and the right is the detail view. The navigation bar covers 1/10 of the page, and is used to navigate across module icons such as reports, data sources, dataset, schedules, settings, users, notification, help, and my account setting. The detail view covers the remaining portion of the page, and it changes according to what you select from the navigation bar. The navigation bar contains the Create New icon, which opens a sliding panel. Start from Scratch option is used to create a report from the scratch. The Sample Reports option displays a dialog that contains a list of report samples already integrated to the report server. Upload Report option is used to upload the existing RDL reports to the report server. The Create Category option is used to create a new category and categorize the RDL reports. The Create Data Source option creates a new data source from data connectors and builds RDL reports. Create Dataset option is used to create a new dataset from connectors and build RDL reports. The Upload Dataset option uploads the existing RSD file to the report server. The Schedule option is used to schedule a report to monitor the emerging trends. You can also create a data source and a dataset from the navigation bar. Let's move on to the different modules in the navigation bar. First, let's see about the Reports module. To open a report module, click Report from the navigation bar. You will see that the Details View section split into two sections: the Splicer panel and the Listing panel. The Splicer panel contains three options to filter the report shown in the Listing panel. All is used to list all the reports in the Listing panel, and it is selected by default. Draft is used to list the reports that were not published in the report server. Categories displays the list of categories in the Splicer panel when a category is selected. Reports published under that category will be filtered and displayed in the Listing panel. Each category has its own settings. Sharing permission is used to set the permission to the selected category, so that it can be shared with other users. Update updates the name and description of the selected category. Delete removes the selected category. The Listing panel itself is split into two sections horizontally: top and bottom. At the top, the slicer item name selected in the Slicer panel is displayed, with the count of the reports under it. The Filter drop-down filters the reports in the Listing panel, based on predefined views. The views present in the Filter drop-down are all, favorites, public, owned by me, and shared with me. The Sort drop-down sorts the reports in the Listing panel, in the ascending or descending order by report name or latest sort. The Search Reports field is used to filter the report, by entering the name in the report name. The bottom section consists of a list of reports that are created using Start from Scratch, imported for the sample reports, or uploaded from the local system. Reports list shows the name of the report, username who created the report, last modified date and time, share icon to share the reports to other users, and a menu button that opens the drop-down list with a list of actions such as edit, make as public, get link, download report, views, view schedules, info, processing options, move, copy, clone, create schedule, version history, update and delete. Click the same menu button to close the dropdown. Click the report so that the report opens in a new tab of the report viewer. The report viewer consists of toolbar and visualization panes. The toolbar contains various options such as print option to print reports, export option to download reports in a particular file format. The list of file formats available are PDF, Excel, Word, HTML, PowerPoint, CSV, and Excel. Export setup option is used to change the image quality and format Word and Excel settings. Print layout renders the report based on the margin and paper formats. Print setup is used to change the margin, height and width, paper size, margin, and page orientation of a report. You can change the page of the report using these buttons, and also change the zoom option to zoom in or zoom out a report. Fit to page option is used to fit the report in the container. Refresh option refreshes the report. Stop option stops processing the report. The parameter option is used to show or hide the parameter pane. Edit option opens the report designer in a new tab for editing the report. You can also add comments to the report using the comment option. The views option is used to open the report with the particular parameter value. This option is visible only for the report which has a parameter value. The visualization pane renders the report. Now we will move on to the report designer. Click the edit option in the toolbar. This renders the report in a new tab in the report designer. The report designer consists of a toolbar, item panel, design area, and the configuration panel. The toolbar pane contains a text box to change the name of the report, the status of saved details in the draft, a toggle button to switch between design and preview modes of the report, publish button to publish the report in the report server, publish as button to publish the already published report, icons to provide clipboard operations such as cut, copy, paste, delete, undo, and redo. Change the zoom option to zoom in or zoom out the design area. The order option is used to move the report items back and forth. It has 4 options: send backward, bring forward, send to back, and bring to front. Icons to provide alignment operations like center horizontally, center vertically, left align, center align, right align, top align, middle align, and the bottom align. The report designer provides horizontal and vertical distribution options to distribute report items in the design area. The size of the report items can be changed using the same size, same width, and same height. Report items can be aligned based on the grid using Align to Grid. The size of the report items can be changed based on the nearest size of the grid using Size to Grid. The View option is used to change the width of the design area. It is used to enable or disable the header, footer, grid line, snap to shape, and full screen. The item panel contains a list of report item widgets that can be used to visualize the data in the report. A search box at the top of the item panel is used to filter the widgets present in the item panel based on the name or category. The design area is used to design the report by placing the widgets at specific positions. The report item widgets can be dragged from the item panel and dropped in the design area. You can also change the size of report items in the design area. The configuration panel consists of properties, data source, parameter, and image panes. The properties of the report item can be changed by clicking the properties icon from the navigation bar. The property pane consists of 2 tabs, Properties tab and Data tab. The Properties tab consists of a list of properties that can be assigned to the report items. Some of the common properties available to all the report items are: basic settings to change the border and the background color properties. Font settings to change the font and the font style properties are: position to change the position of the report item. Visibility to change the visibility of report items. There are more properties available for different report items. The data pane is used to assign data values to the report items. The data pane will be visible only for charts and data bar. Let me explain the data pane with another report, which has a chart report item. At the top of the data pane, there is a drop-down to change the dataset. You can drag and drop to assign values. The expression of the data can be changed by clicking the Settings button. You can also delete the assigned data. The data pane is used to connect to the database through data connectors like Microsoft SQL, ODBC, etc. For creating a data source and dataset, refer to the video link in the description. The Parameter tab is used to assign parameter values to the report. The parameter value is used to filter single or multiple report items. You can add, edit, and delete a parameter. The Image Manager tab is used to upload images required for the report. You can add images by clicking the Add Image icon. You can also delete uploaded images by clicking the Delete icon. Now let's move to the Data Sources module. To open the Data Sources page, click Data Sources from the navigation bar. You will be redirected to the Data Sources page. In Data Sources page, you will see a list of shared data sources that was already created. The data source is classified into shared and embedded data sources. A data source that can be used by multiple reports is known as the shared data source. An embedded data source is created and used only for a particular report. The data source list in the Data Sources page consists of data source name, description, owner, and the last modified date and time. When the menu button in the data source list is clicked, a drop-down list will open with a list of options. Share Permissions option is used to share the data source with other users. Update option is used to update the name, description, and other details of the data source. Delete is used to delete the data source. At the top of the page, you will see the Create Data Source button. Click Create Data Source button, and you will be redirected to the Add Data Source page. You will also see a drop-down used to filter data connectors based on category. You can also filter data connectors by entering the name in the search bar. Then you will see a list of available data connectors. Now, I will show you how to create a data source. Hover on the data connectors, and you will see a Select button. Click the Select button. The fields required to connect to the data source are displayed. Enter the necessary fields to create a new data source. If you click Save and Exit, you will be redirected to the Data Sources page. If you click the Save and Create Dataset button, the panel will be refreshed, and you will be asked to enter the data set name and description. Enter the necessary field values. Click Proceed to Query Designer button, and you will be redirected to the Query Designer page. Drag and drop the schema table in the Query Designer, and click Save. The data set will be saved and you will get a toast message. You will see the data source added to the data source list. Next, let me explain the Dataset module. To open the Dataset page, click Dataset from the navigation bar. You will be redirected to the Dataset page. In the Dataset page, you will see a list of shared data set that was already created. Similar to the data source, the dataset is also classified as shared and embedded datasets. A shared dataset is a dataset that is shared between multiple reports. An embedded dataset is a dataset, which is used by that report alone. The dataset list consists of the dataset name, description, owner, and the last modified date and time. When the menu button in the dataset list is clicked, a drop-down list will open with a list of options. Create Report option opens a new page in the browser with the Report Designer. If you open Data Configuration panel, you will see a dataset added. Edit Dataset opens the Query Designer in a new tab. And you can edit the dataset. And click the Save button. The dataset will be saved. Change Data Source will open a dialog. And you can change the data source for the list of data source, which is displayed under Data Source Name dropdown. Share Permissions is used to share the data source with other users. Version History option will open a dialog. In the dialog, you will see two tabs, Versions and File Logs. The Version tab lists different versions of the dataset. The version list consists of the version number of the dataset, the user who modified the dataset, comments added, and the last modified date and time. All dataset versions, except the recently modified dataset version, can be restored to a particular version by selecting the Restore option in the menu button. File logs contain the log of each update to the dataset. The log list contains the event details such as whether the dataset was updated or created, the user who updated or created, and the modified date and time. Update is used to update the name, description, and other details of the dataset. Delete is used to delete the dataset. At the top of the page, you will see the Create Dataset button. Click it. You will be redirected to the Add Dataset page. The Add Dataset page will display two options to create a dataset. The first option, Create New Data Source, creates a new data source, and then using the new data source we can create a new dataset. The second option, Use the existing data source, creates a dataset from the data source which already exists. By clicking the Create New Data Source option, you will be redirected to the Add Data Source. Select any data connector and enter the necessary details. And click the Save and Create Dataset button. Enter the necessary field values. Click Proceed to Query Designer button. You will be redirected to the Query Designer. Drag and drop the schema table. And click the Save button. By clicking Use Existing Data Source, you will be redirected to the Add Dataset page, where the list of already created data sources is displayed. Select a data source from the list and click Connect button. Similar to the before steps, enter the name and description of the dataset. Click Proceed to Query Designer button. Drag and drop the schema table in the Query Designer. And click Save. Let's move on to the Schedules module. Report Server provides report-specific schedules to control processing and distribution of reports. All schedules specify a type of recurrence, monthly, weekly, or daily. To schedule a report, refer to the video link. Let's see about the Settings module. The Settings module is enabled only for users with administrator privilege. To open the Settings page, click Settings from the navigation bar. You will be redirected to the Site Settings page. You will see the tab menu, and the settings will be displayed related to the particular tab. The site setting allows you to rebrand your company name, logo, domain, time zone, and date-time display formats. The report setting allows you to configure the reports. The embed settings allows you to generate the embed secret for getting a server authorization token. The email settings allows you to change the configuration for sending mails from the application. The account settings allows you to change the configuration of the user account. The authentication settings allows you to configure user directories to import and synchronize users and groups. The notification settings allows you to configure how your users will receive notifications for the comments on reports. The license settings allows you to manage the license and plan for the application. Finally, let me explain Users module. The Users module is enabled only for the user who has the administrator privilege. To open the Users page, click Users from the navigation bar. You will be redirected to the Users page. In Users page, you will see a list of users. The user list consists of the name which combines the first and last name, username, email, status, and completion status of the email verification. In the Actions column, you will see 3 icons. The first one is the Manage Permission. Click that icon, and you will be redirected to the Manage Permission page, where a list of permissions assigned to the category and the report for users and the group is found. The second one is View. Click that icon to open the user profile page. The third one is the Delete icon, which deletes the user when clicked. At the top of the page, you will see a New User button. To open a drop-down which has options like Add User, Import from CSV, Import from Active Directory, Import from Azure AD and Import from Database. Our report server has an option to categorize the users based on their role. Groups contains the collection of users. To open the Groups page, click Groups. You will be redirected to the Groups page. In Groups page, you will see a list of groups. The group list consists of group name, description, number of user added to the group. In the Actions column, you will see 4 icons. The Manage Permission, Views, and Delete option has same functionalities like Users page. When I click the Add User button, I will be redirected to the page where I can add users. At the top of the page, you will see a New Group button to open a drop-down which has options like Create Group, Import from Active Directory, and Import from Azure AD. Select the notification icon from the navigation bar to open a sliding window that shows notifications. You can change the notification by clicking the Notification Settings button. Click the question mark icon, and you can find options to access the online documentation. Version information is also available for enterprise reporting. If it is cloud reporting, you will not be able to see the version information. Select the user avatar. You can find options to open the Manage Site page, the user profile page and log out from Report Server. In this video, I have shown you the overview of the Bold Report Server user interface. Stay tuned to this channel for our upcoming videos on Bold Reports. Don't forget to click the like button and subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.